mine's been going.
You know, I know, because you're so busy. You work, she works, you've worked 7 days in a row now, right?
Okay, but you're pot calling the kettle black, right?
I know.
So,
I rarely know what day it is myself, I have to say.
Here's what is so much fun. You're going to teach us today. You're going to educate us, and when you go back to this kitchen, everybody needs skillets. It looks like this is every day.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an easy pickup for anybody. It's on clearance price, so we can make more room for new open stock. Thank you, babe. Who doesn't need extra skillets? You know what I mean?
Well,
and these are the two most popular sizes, of course. And this is actually the fabrication that was by request of QVC customers.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they wanted, you know, I like the hard anodized. I'm a hard anodized girl.
Okay.
But they wanted nonstick. QVC customers wanted nonstick, and they wanted the color all over the pan.
Right.
Right. So we did this nonstick on the inside, enamel, porcelain enamel on the outside.
Nice.
So that your handles match the pop of the skillet.
Well, and you know, a lot of people hang them up. You know, they put them on hooks. They like to use them as display
and they like a pop of color.
Yeah.
On the stove top, the handles stay nice and cool. Heavy riveted construction, non-stick interior, of course. Metal utensil safe. I was just using a metal whisk in here. You can use a fork in there. So they're really well made, and I love the stay cool handles. Just in case you have kids in the house, or you're like me, you know, not exactly with it all the time. We're tired.
You have four-legged babies.
I do. I have my Isaboo.
By the way, we have red, orange, a green, and a blue on this. I'll tell you what, the evenness of cooking. I'm watching these tomatoes, and I kept thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to burn. They're not going to burn. They're
not going to burn.
There.
No, they're fine. I actually cooked those in the drippings from our steak.
Oh, nice.
We did a little Italian steak, and I just put some chives and garlic and charred cherry tomatoes on top.
Delicious.
But you know, I mean, it's not about whether or not they, you know, are attractive or not. It's about whether or not they're well made. These are really heavy-duty pans. I think people will be really surprised when they get them home at the weight of all of our different fabrications, right? And I also want to say, if you go online to get any open stock skillets, don't forget to check out our lids. I can't even break the suction on this, but these lids are just brilliant. You get a set of 3, and it makes every pan you have a pan with a lid.
Right.
Because they're heat safe up to 450 degrees, so you can put these on hot food. Like, say you eat dinner and your husband or your kids aren't going to eat dinner until 2 hours from now.
Right.
You take a portion out, you pop this on, and they can reheat with it. Goes in the microwave. You can put it on any dish, and it turns it into a plastic food storage container. These things are a miracle. So if you get these, go online and look for the lids to go with them as well.
I'm going to see if I can find that number for you. By the way, look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I'm just going to run through them. You get 2 for under $20. So how about a $20 bill alert? Maybe you take the mopines, which are coming up in just a minute, put it in there, and you're welcoming in your new neighbors. Or you start to think about, okay, my kitchen's looking a little dingy.
Wait, you get both of those? I thought you got one or the other. That's insane.
It's a skillet set.
That's crazy. You would be insane not to buy this. Like, literally crazy.
Okay, we're not going to call people crazy.
No, that's
but
crazy.
We think it would be poor decision making.
That's like $10 a pan. And these are awesome. These are amazing quality. This isn't cheap stuff. It's beautiful.
And Rachel has joined the show. Thank you so much. Oh, my word.
I'm serious. You can't even go. You know the junk they sell in the grocery stores for people that are like traveling?
Even the discount stores. Yes.
Right. I mean, now that I would expect to get 2 pans for $20.
Right.
These are amazing skillets.
Look at the rivets on them, and they're balanced. I will tell you.
Beautiful,
I'll say that. Really
heavy-bottomed skillets with riveted handles and stay cool handles.
Well, I'll tell you this. We're also at the time of the year where people are starting to think about being weekend warriors. You've got your RV. The kids are getting ready to go off to college, and you're starting to stock a few things away.
Right.
This is $20. I would tell you this. My mother, Scarlett, loves to cook. She can always use a new pan. Mother's Day is coming up. It's just such a simple and easy addition, and you're adding that beautiful color.
You just need, you know, extra skillets all the time.
I agree.
Especially if you're into like big breakfasts and stuff. Everybody needs a couple extra open stock, and for $20, please. That's crazy.
I know. I got to tell you. So what are you making?
Nothing. I'm just making some veggies to throw with some more eggs. I got one in the oven I forgot about. Let's see if I burnt it yet.
By the way, these mopines match back. Those mopines are a one-day only price. They were on a little bit earlier today, and they were flying out the door. But they do match back, and it's a great way as we celebrate Girls' Night In, Friday Night In.
This is
beautiful.
Metal utensil safe. You could serve it right from the pan at the table. But, you know, everybody loves nonstick skillets because that's cool when you can just slide stuff out of the pan.
And you're not scrubbing.
And you
look
don't
at the
have
even
to
cooking.
and you don't have to use a ton of fat in the pan to keep it from sticking. It's great. These
Okay.
are cheap, they're cheerful, and they're so well made. The construction of these pans is
Well, they
unbelievable.
would normally not be $20.
Never.
So please do not think that there's anything
Even
crazy
at
or wrong.
33, that was a crazy
Well,
good price.
here's what I have to stop and tell you. We now have more people on the phones than we have phone center operators. How many did you tell me, Jerome? 1,200 people are on the phones.
Well, yeah, 'cause
1,800
these
are
are, like,
gone.
free.
We have a whole bunch of people that are using their smart devices. The fastest way to get in and not miss your color, and I'm going to show you those colors again, is to use any phone with fruit or robots. So any smart device, Apple, Android, iPad, or even your QVC.com option. So here's your orange, blue, green, and we also have a red. I'll show those to you side by side. Now the red is right now flying out the door.
Red has been so hot all
Hasn't it?
day today.
I know.
All day.
So you know what? I got to tell you, I use my skillets every morning because all three kids like their eggs different. So we have
I know,
multiple
right?
sets.
That's what I'm saying.
keep
You need
saying.
more than one little skillet like these 8-inchers. And the big ones, my God, they hold a ton of food.
Well, you know what? If you're doing a meal for 2 or 3, that could be your meal size. If you're doing
Right.
some side dishes. But I started with my kids all cooking. Even my 9-year-old can cook her own breakfast. So they each have pans, and it really does allow them to take ownership of those meals. But this is an easy, manageable size.
Your 9-year-old is so cute. Didn't you come home and she was having sparkling cider in the fancy
Yes,
glasses?
she was. Yes, she
I
was.
love that.
Maybe she has too much ownership at this point. But you know what? I love the idea of getting kids involved because it's not just the eating, it's the fellowship.
That's right. And if kids get into the kitchen, if kids start cooking at an early age, you're guaranteed to not have picky eaters.
Right.
Because if a child helps prepare the meal, it becomes a self-esteem issue. They want
Yes.
to eat that dinner, right?
Oh, exactly
so
right.
if you let your kids pick a color of vegetable in the produce department,
Right.
and you know you go home and you make a lean meat or even something as simple as a frittata, the kid's going to eat it because they have ownership of it.
You actually need to come to my house for dinner because we have what we call purple tongue wars, and it's who can eat the most red cabbage to make their tongue the purplest. You know, anything you can to con those kids.
I love that.
But you know what? When you start to think about adding to the collection the brightness, the happy, the cheerful, it's $20.
And it's $20 for two pans.
Rachael Ray pans. And I got to tell you,
Honestly, even at the 33, that was a crazy price because you
Okay.
couldn't buy one of those open stock of this quality.
so let me just say this
Forget
in love. I'm going to say this in love about my girlfriend standing next to me. She's picky about her pots. Super picky about her pots. She does not put her name on them. This is the truth, right? You don't put your name on them unless you have gone over
I
it.
stand behind every single design. Now, as I said, I'm a hard anodized girl, but I guarantee you, if you love nonstick skillets, these have heavy riveted
Yes.
handles. They have very heavy bottoms, even heat distribution. If this is your favorite material, I guarantee you it is top quality and insanely priced, the best price,
You
period.
can only say that about